Hello and welcome to this week's Craft and Chat. I'm Amanda Fowler and I'm live on Facebook and YouTube on the Inspiring Inking channel. Today is Tuesday the 27th of January 2026. We are finally almost through what I think is the longest month of the year. January always seems to take a really long time. If you're live and watching, can you do me a sound and light check, please? And if you are watching the replay, please know that we have probably 20 minutes of chatting, and then I will get crafting. So how are we this week? What has everyone been up to? We had a little jaunt up north to go and see my grandson. So we've had a lovely weekend. And yeah, so we've had family time. So that's been really good. Hi, Scylla. Thanks for letting me know. She says everything is fine. And Therese, she's going to come. She's going to come back in a minute. She's got somebody moving a sofa. So I'm sure she'll let us know what's going on there. And Michelle is here as well. Thank you so much for joining us today. So we have lots and lots of Stampin' Up things to talk about. Thank you. Actually, I need to say thank you. If you are a new subscriber who joined me over the weekend, it seems, let me just grab it. It seems that this Stampin' Positioner tool has caught everybody's imagination. I filmed a video and put it up on YouTube on Thursday, I think. And so many of you have been watching it and commenting, and I really appreciate that. I'm answering the comments as they come in. Some of them I don't have answers to yet, but I'm working on it. But if you have questions about the Stampin' Positioner tool or joining, or how you can get your hands on one or whatever else, please pop them in the comments and I will answer them as best as I can. I probably will be using it in a minute when we get to the stamping. But we've got very, how can I say, very relaxed crafting today. I've got the elements. Not exactly sure how it's going to end up at the end. So we'll see. May have stamping on it. It might not. Who knows? We will have an adventure, a crafting adventure together. So Donna is here. Oz is in the house. How are you, Donna? Oh, and actually, so for my, I'm British. We like talking about the weather. My North American friends, there's been snow and storms and all kinds of things. I hope you are all staying safe. And I appreciate that actually for some people, it means that the power goes out and all sorts of things. So I hope that you are staying safe and actually you're using it as an opportunity to do some crafting. Because, you know, bad weather, stay inside, keep warm, make things. Makes us all happy, doesn't it? So in the world of Stamping Up, you've got about 4 days. Where are we? 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. 4 days to get your bonus days coupons. So for every £45 or the equivalent in the country that you're in, you get a £4.50 voucher to spend in February. So it's like an extra 10% off. Plus, of course, you get your 10% stamping rewards as well. So that's pretty cool. So that's happening. We've got product of the month, which is still running. And here in Europe, the papers and the stamp set are still available. So that's pretty cool. So you can have your choice of those. And we've got this amazing mini catalogue, and I'm actually going to be using products out of the mini catalogue in a few minutes. The mini catalogue is running. The annual catalogue is running. We've got so many online exclusive products as well. Yeah, it's very exciting. And talk about exciting and not wishing the time away, but in March we've got some more online exclusives coming, and boy, they're gonna knock your socks off. So yeah, I'm really excited about those. So you're going to see those in the next couple of weeks, I would think, because, you know, March is actually still 6 weeks away. So Donna, here in the UK, we have had snow and stuff. And we've actually got a storm going on at the moment, lots and lots of rain. But it's nowhere near as bad as the US have it at the moment, I don't think. But hopefully everyone is okay. And Margaret's here. It's wet in Oxfordshire. I think it's wet everywhere today, Margaret. My rain gauge says we've had 2 inches of rain since yesterday. I'm not entirely sure that's correct. But the rain certainly woke me up several times last night. It was blowing a bit of a gale. So there we go. Okay, so let me look. What else have I got? Do you know, I don't have a huge amount more to tell you today, which is quite unusual, isn't it, really? Normally we have a topic. And I'm trying to avoid the news currently. Is everyone doing the same? I want my life filled with smiles and happiness. And it seems like every time I turn on the news, somebody's being horrible. So yeah, so I'm avoiding that. Avoiding the news currently. Okay. Oh, top tip. This is such a simple tip, but actually a top tip. I have got these little mini binder clips. I bought them from, you know, the shop that you can get stuff next day. I bought 50 in a pack. But I'm using these little binder clips to clip my cut and emboss and my stamps in the new packaging together. So they travel together. So it just means when I'm flicking through. So here we go. The new packaging. So when it's a stamp set, it has the name on it and it says photopolymer stamp set. But the dies, it says Stampin' and Cut and Emboss dies, and then a teeny writing there, Simply Beautiful Dies. I have put in a request for Stampin' Up to change it. But just in case, you know, they don't listen to me and do that, I figured that if I clip them together, then the dies are always going to be with the stamps. It's easy. Of course, it's completely ruined my system of keeping the stamps on one shelf and the dies somewhere else. But we're learning. It's a new system. It's all okay. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the products that I'm going to be using today. Let me move my cup of tea out of the way. Let's just see. Let's have a look. Oh, clicking, doing all the clicking. No, not that. Try that. There we go. Oh, that's a bit wonky. Hang on. Let me just straighten that up a bit. That better? Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you, Margaret. She's liking the little clip idea. Yeah, and these little binder clips, they're not too vicious. Do you know what I mean? They don't have teeth or anything. They're smooth, so they're not actually going to damage the packaging. Okay. Oh, hi, Mum. Pauline's here. Cold, windy, and wet in Sutton-on-Sea. Yeah. You always get the worst of the weather over there on the East Coast. And Ali's here as well. Good afternoon. Okay, so this is the January to April mini catalogue, or in Amanda's world, I call it the spring summer catalogue. That's just what I do. So this is the Lovely and Beautiful suite. Now, this is the suite of products that we're going to be using for my February Craft Together. Now, Craft Together is a monthly online class that I run. If you are in the UK, you can choose to have a pack of products sent to you. And you can also choose to add in the bundle, which I'll show you in a second. Or if you're elsewhere in the world, or you've already got the products, you can pick just to have a PDF, and then you can come to the live class and you get the PDF and all the cutting instructions and so on. So this is the products that we're using. But if you want to join February's Craft Together, you've got to order it by the end of January, which is at the end of the week. Okay, so this is called Lovely and Beautiful. It's what's classed as a mega suite because it has 2 bundles. So it has Simply Beautiful, which is the bundle that I'm including in the class if you want it, and the dies. But then there's this second set, which is called Beautifully Celebrated, which has got these lovely oval dies with it. There are some vellum pieces and some ribbon and some gems and some patterned paper. All of those I'm going to show you in a second because I've got them here to share. And then this is the paper. Now the paper is a specialty paper. So one side's got gold foiling on it and the other side is a matte finish. And then there's even more samples here as well, and here as well. So it's huge, this suite. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 7 pages on this suite. So it is really, really lovely. So let's start out with the papers. And I'm pretty sure I've got a full set, but we'll see. So this is gold on white, and you've got small purple and yellow flowers. You've got this tiled effect with the gold dots in the center and that lovely old olive. Then you've got several of these watercolor wash patterns with gold foiling on them. And there's several different designs. So this is really quite a soft pattern. And it's got the fresh freesia on the back. I think that might be the one I'm going to be using in a minute. Then you've got this one, which is a much bolder pattern. But again, you've got the gold foiling accents there. And Calypso Coral on the back. Right, so that and that and that. They're all patterns that we've had so far. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and there's this one. So this has got more detail around the flowers, and it's got petal pink on the inside. Ooh, so I might use that one. And then I'm just trying to see. I've got two. I've got 2 open packs of this paper. I've been using it so much, and obviously I've been designing for the class, so there's stuff everywhere. So that is the last one. Yeah. Ooh, might use that one. Okay. So this one, again, it's another watercolor wash, and the centers of the flowers have got the gold foiling on. And then that has got peach pie on the back. So that's the 6 patterns. And obviously you get 2 sheets each of each pattern. So you get 12 sheets in total. So these are the colors. So we've got petal pink, peach pie, darling duckling, old olive, fresh freesia, and calypso coral. It's a really nice color palette. And then we've got, ooh, in the bottom, we've got the gems. Let me take these out. They're called pearlized faceted circles. But you've got white ones, petal pink ones, and calypso coral. Probably you can see actually as where the calypso coral ones are on the calypso coral paper, they almost disappear. And then what I'm calling white are actually iridescent. So those colours are kind of bouncing off on the fresh freesia. And then that's the petal pink ones there, which are really pretty. The ribbon that goes with this product suite is this one, which is the golden white. And I know when I've shown this on camera before, it sometimes shows up as silver, but it's actually not. It is gold. But I think that this old olive ribbon, rickrack ribbon, works really, really well with this product suite. And then this is the really cool bit. Ooh, you just move those out of the way. This is a really cool bit. So this is vellum. And it's got a proper name, obviously, which I don't know what it is. Let me look. It is called Beautifully Adorned Ephemera Pack. 6 vellum sheets, 2 each of 3 designs. So let me just get the 3 designs up. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Now, Stampin' Up! Vellum, which actually, if you were missing our vellum, it is actually back in the catalogue. It's in the online exclusives. We've actually got 12 by 12 vellum now, which is brilliant. Whereas we had A4 before. But our vellum is really thick. And this has been gold foiled, but you can feel hear how amazing that is. So in the pack, you get 2 sheets of each one of these patterns. So you've got tags, you've got banners, you've got photo corners, flowers and leaves, more sentiment banners, and then here you've got this, which is really cool. which is oval frames. So let me just move that up. So you've got a large oval frame. And then you've got a little mini frame as well. And then you've got some leaves in there and then little tiny oval elements as well. So really, really lovely. Now, one of the things that I get asked a lot is if you're using vellum, how do you stick it down so that you can't see the glue? Well, if you look at these foiled pieces, you're not going to see the glue behind that anyway because it's pretty solid. But on a piece like this, or if you've stamped on a piece of vellum, or if you're just putting a standard piece of vellum down, you will often find that you can see the glue through it. Now, my preference with vellum is always mini glue dots because they're pretty clear. Let's pop that on there. They're pretty clear. And they're fairly small, so you can usually hide them somewhere when you're sticking it down. So obviously this has got like a solid piece in the center, so I would stick it behind there. But equally, if I was, if I had a flower sort of peeking out, I would just glue it where it's hidden. And the same with the leaves. I would hide the glue behind. Now, if you've been here once or often, you will know that this is always my glue of choice, Tombow multi-purpose glue. I don't tend to use it with vellum because it's not absorbent. So it tends to stay wet for quite a while and it squidges about. So obviously squidging is a technical term, but it sort of oozes. So I tend to use glue dots, and I use the minimum amount of glue I can get away with. But my plan is to use some of these elements on the card. But we will see. So the first thing I've got to do is figure out which pattern I'm going to use. So let's pull out the papers, and I need a piece that is 6 inches by 12 inches. So, but you're not actually going to see all of the pattern because some of it's stuck together. So I'm just pulling out different sheets. That's that one. Okay, so that's the set of sheets. Ooh! It's a good job you can't see the floor. There's now a whole pack of paper spread all over the floor. It looks like this, but scattered all over my studio floor. So I'm going to be using half a sheet. And the card is actually going to be folded back on itself. So the really big patterns aren't going to work because you're just not going to see them. So I'll discount that one. I want more colour than that, so I'm not going to use that one. This is letting you into the brain of Amanda for picking which pattern she's going to use. That's small patterns and things, so I'm not going to use that one either. So I'm down to these 3. I don't think there's enough contrast on that one. So let's see. So if I cut that, I'm going to go with this one. I think because these flowers are quite big and I'm not sure that you'll actually get to see them, whereas here you will. So this is what I'm going to use. So the inside is peach pie. So peach pie is going to be one of the colours that I'm going to use. Obviously, I'm going to use Old Olive. And Coral. We happy with that colour mix? Let me know. It's quite often you're shouting things, saying, oh no, do that, try that. So, trying to move everything out the way. One of these days I'm going to do you some photos of my studio floor before and after I've been crafting. Okay. I'm just trying to decide which way round we're going to go. I'm going to go this way. Thank you, Margaret. So let's pull this one. So we've got a piece of a paper that is 6 inches by 12 inches, and we're going to make 3 score lines. So this is patterned paper, so always use the fattest end of your ball tool. So the skinny end is for cardstock, fat ends for paper. Now, depending on your pattern and the way this folds, depends on which way up you are going to score. Oh, Stella, it's -6 in Texas. Stella, have you got snow? We've been watching the storm coming across the US. And certainly I've been in Texas several times, and my overriding memories of Texas are dry, warm, and armadillos. And very, very friendly Texans, actually. But yeah, if you've got snow, that's crazy. Oh, and ice, she's saying. Okay. So what we want to do is look at your paper and decide which is going to be the outside of your card and which is going to be the inside of your card. So I actually, let's have a look. So do we want it to look like this? Or do we want it to look like this? Oh, interesting. I actually think I want this on the inside. So whichever pattern you want on the inside, that is the pattern that needs to be facing you. So I'm going to score at 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 7 3/4. I'm going to get my bone folder and fold this in. So I'm just going to reinforce those score lines. I'm just going to reinforce them one way and then we'll reinforce them the other way in a second. This, honestly, this is such a fast, fun fold. It's really, really good. So this is the smallest score line, the 1 3/4. That's going to fold in. This piece is going to fold back, and then this piece is going to fold forward. So you just want to wiggle and jiggle it a bit. So your left-hand score lines are all lined up, and this one is lined up. So can you see you've got the three sections, as it were. Now what we're going to do is this center section here, we're actually going to stick it together. And then it just makes the card stand. So we've actually got a front section, little middle section, and the back. Now this is actually sort of the card as finished, actually, apart from decorating. And you can see how awesome it is, because you can use your patterned papers, and those patterned papers that you adore, that are beautiful on both sides. So I need a piece of white for here in order to have somewhere to write my sentiment. So let's just da-da-da. And that's the only layer I've actually written down, because everything else is going to be a magical mystery tour, really. So that is going to go there on the inside. Now let's see. I'm just going to add one of the vellum pieces on there. This is why I say it's a magical mystery tool, because we're not sure where we're going to go with all of the different elements. And I've actually brought up my mini cut and emboss machine. I've decided that I'm going to bring it, it's going to live up here, so that I can cut things as we go. So there we go. So that obviously just pulls in a little bit of the gold. So what I want to do now is I'm going to make some elements for the front of the card. And I'm going to start out with peach pie, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to cut a piece that's slightly smaller than that white piece and see how that looks. So you can see there's a little bit, oh, yeah, a little bit there. It's very tonal. We might have to go and put some Calypso coral on that as well. You can never have too many layers. There we go. That's pulling all of the colours together. And then we'll get some stamping as well. Let me stick that together. So we've got, so still got that flower. I might have to put that on the inside. We might have to use another gold flower. There on the corner. Stella likes my added layer. Thank you, Stella. It's one of those things that whenever we're making cards, we often put one layer of a color. But actually, sometimes if you put two, it's pretty cool. So let's have a look. Let's just see. Do we want more solid leaves? Oh, do we like the softer leaves or the solid leaves? I need a white layer to do some stamping as well. So let me get the trimmer out. Oh, hang on. I told you it's going to be a bit of a magical mystery tour today. I wonder. So I've bought my early espresso ink up. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see what we can do. So now I know my mum's here, but I'm probably going to make a Mother's Day card, but it's okay. Don't panic, everyone, because my mother-in-law is not here. Yeah. See, that'll work. Right. So can I get my new toy out? I'm so excited. So if you've missed the information about the Stampin' Positioner, here we go. Here's the quick top and tail of it. Demonstrators can buy it right now. If you are a demonstrator, you've got until Tuesday, I think, to purchase it. After that, for a whole month, it will be only given as a free gift if you join Stampin' Up. And then at some point, and I don't know when that is, and Stampin' Up hasn't said yet, it will go on general release for everybody. I love it. I did a video, which is on my channel, on my YouTube channel. So do check it out if you want to see lots of hints and tips and things. I've been given so many additional hints and tips with the comments. So I am going to show you pretty quickly, actually. One of the things. Now, one of the things that was happening when I was stamping was that my paper was lifting. Now, sometimes that's because your photopolymer stamps are really, really sticky. But it can also be because Amanda didn't put the magnets in the right place. So it was purely user error. So will mothers fit? Yes, it will. So let's pop that there. And ooh, that there. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it on some grid paper first. I just want to check the positioning of it. So the awesomeness that is grid paper means that if you are not actually really straight And I'm not. I'm forever messing things up. And it's often wonky. Then we've got happy just there. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to pop that on there like that, locate it, press it down, and it will lift up. Now, can you see that the paper's lifting up? And it's user error again. If Amanda had put the magnets near to where the stamps were, it wouldn't pull up as much. So there you go. Right. Ink it up. Let's just see if that's nice and straight. So the happy, to me, what do you think? Seems a bit high. So I'm going to do the Mother's Day and then I'm going to do the happy later because I can't get it close enough. So let me just grab that chamois, just cleaning the happy off. Move that. Okay, so now we can put my paper down. These little whale tails are cool. It just means that you can pick it up every time. So let's see. Is that where I want it? No. Bring that down a bit. Across a bit. Across a bit more. There we go. It's just so easy. Look at that. That's so cool. And okay, what I can do is actually put the happy on and just use the little plate. Now, I'm gathering lots and lots of requests about this stamping positioner. So if you woo, if you've got a request, let me know. Ta-da! Your chamois is going to be your best friend because you can just wipe it off. But look, look, look! How cool is that? So let's go back. Look. I love stamping on patterned paper. So let's see. Should I pop that there? What else do we have? What other elements have we got? Are we shouting? Amanda, put that there. And I'm kind of looking at this and going, let's see if we use the solid. Then what actually will happen? I don't know whether how well you can see that actually. So because I'm using the solid gold pieces, it's not actually obvious straight away that you've actually got gold pieces here. So let's get another leaf. No, I think it just needs to be those. Okay, so I'll just position that. Okay, right, so let's get this all layered up. So this piece is going on the front. I'm just going to use my seal just to put, oh, it's a seal plus actually, just to put 2 rows of glue there. You could use your tape as well, and just to make sure that nothing is going to ooze out. Okay. So now we're going to put in the flower. Now I think I'm going to be able to put dimensionals on the back of this, because I don't think you're going to see them, because there's so much. The gold foiling on this is really thick. So as I said to you, normally my choice would be glue dots, and I'm going to definitely use glue dots for the leaves. So let's just lift that. Ooh. And here as well. And then let's have a look. Do we want another element on there? Sometimes you can add too many things, and sometimes you just need a little bit something. I'm going to stop with that piece. Okay, so you've got that piece. So now we actually need a piece here, because that, as it opens, that kind of looks a bit odd. So I'm going to put a piece of old olive there. Grab that. So I did tell you we'd be on a magical mystery tour today. So 4.5 by 3. Let's see. Yeah. So that's going to go on there like that. And then we can put some of the old olive patterned paper on there. So each time I'm just adding a different pattern, but because these are all the same family of papers, they are just going to sit beautifully. And then we can just add in a flower there on the inside. So let's just do that. That's glue over the whole thing because it's sticking on both sides. So that's making the front and that first element. And then I've got this lovely flower that just ties in these elements. So now I need something here. So what do we have? we could, that's the wrong shape. But we could have that as a little tag, or we've got some more flowers. Could actually just add in a little die cut circle there, I think. Let's see. Let's get my little cut and emboss machine. So, where are the dies? I think we'll go with a circle. Let's have a look. That's too big. This is the one set of dies. The one, I'm saying one set. The one pack of dies. I've actually got two sets of this. This is the Stylish Shapes dies. And I actually have two packs because when I use this particular pack so often for classes, it's just really useful and I can cut multiples then. So let's see. So we can put that there and it will be hidden until you open it out. So let's see. Shall we go with peach pie? Let's try peach pie. Trim it down a bit more. Find all my plates. Oh dear. I'm laughing because I know that your craft rooms are exactly the same as mine. And it's just rubbish, isn't it? I end up having to spend time tidying up before I can actually start crafting again. But I thought if I brought my little cut and emboss upstairs, for most dies I can use it. And then if I've got big dies that I need to cut, I can cut them before I come. Look, that's pretty. Okay, so how are we doing? Can that go there? I want it to be hidden. So let's just see what we have. These leaves. Got little tiny leaves, look. So that's another element. So let's just put some glue on there. I'm going to have to, again, like I did last time, I'm going to have to put something on the reverse here. Let's pop that down. So fun having all of these little elements that you can just pop out and add. This is a full-on bling card though, isn't it? Okay, so we just need, oh, look how lucky that was. That's right on the edge. So we're just going to need one more element here just to cover over that circle. So I think what I'm going to do is cut the same circle but in old olive. Because that will then all work together. And then we are nearly done. This is definitely the sort of card that you can change up so much because you can just build from your patterned paper. And because it only takes half a sheet, it's not a huge amount of paper. So there we go. So that one can go there. So I'm just going to put glue over the whole thing because I'm going to stick it down both sides. And then I'm just thinking, ooh, let's just, where's my little, I might just grab, I didn't say I might just grab another flower, but that might just be too many flowers. What are we thinking? Are we thinking that's enough flowers? Anyone had enough flowers? Obviously I'm using these vellum flowers, but the reality is you could absolutely die cut flowers, punch flowers, stamp flowers, whatever you prefer. Look, there we go. There's another flower. Right, look at, oh my God. Don't look at the state of this. This is dreadful. Ah, I'm finished. Hooray! Move all of the nonsense out of the way. So we've got a card that will fit in a standard envelope. It's actually 4 1/4 by 6. For my North American friends, if that won't fit in your envelope, just cut it down to 5.5 instead of 6. But for European metric sizes, it will fit. So we've got a Happy Mother's Day. And then we've got floral elements on the inside, and again, and again. There we go. So let me just pull those measurements in again. I appreciate that you might want to take them down. I will make sure that they are linked in the description box, which is below. So if you look down there if you're on YouTube, and sometimes you have to click see more. It'll have the measurements for you there. Everything that you've seen today is available in my online store. If you pop over to my blog, so let me just show you, www.inspiringinking.com. You will be able to see clickable links there, clickable links to my online store. You can sign up for my email list there as well. And you'll find lots more creative inspiration there as well. Please do subscribe here on YouTube or follow me if you're on Facebook, and make sure you click the notification bell so that you are notified when I next go live. I know I'm going to be seeing quite a few of you tonight. It's Craft Together, January Craft Together tonight. But for everybody else, I look forward to seeing you next week. I'm always live at 2 o'clock UK time here on YouTube and Facebook. So please take care of yourselves. I will see you all again very soon. Goodbye.